piling on the pressure to actually thought today would be a good day for him to try and get a race win. Mark should actually, I don't think he left.
Yeah, I'm still spectating, but yeah, you're host of the stream.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Well, it was a good experience.
Talk to those watching who aren't quite convinced that going to no assist is the way to go. Talk to them through it. What procedures do you do differently? What do you do that makes you mentally more aware for it?
Three-way battle here for the lead. Sorry.
Yep. So yep, Robin, just talk us through while we watch.
Engine. I thought engine was going inside.
Well, we're just very careful on the front. That's what you all need to do. And yeah, learning the braking position on the racing line. And about the race, starting 13. Start was okay until Eddie did that fight on.
It was a bit heinous, wasn't it? Even from our perspective, it was quite out of nowhere.
So mad at him.
I could imagine.
Yeah, I could do a bit of ventriloquism there, but I won't elect to. Just hold the phone there for a second. Just a little update. Josh has been overtaken by Luke. Here comes Bailey. Oh, Mackenzie not giving much in the way of room.
Outside. Mackenzie's got the inside.
This is going to open the door for engine. Oh, I think Bailey's...
Mackenzie got a bit squirmish there out of the traction.
Yeah, both of them did, so that compromised Bailey's ability to actually stick the nose in and keep it going. So Mackenzie's tyres will now be starting to feel the effect of the wear based on the fact that he came in early to do the undercut. Bailey will be also kind of knowing that feeling with engine, so this strategy for engine has actually really come back to him in that way, and Josh is actually just
around Luke.
Yeah, again. That's the difference. Look at that.
That's a great little team battle.
Yeah, they're having good fun. I don't know if Josh will be feeling the same way on it, but we'll probably find that out later on, although I'm ditching straight after this to go to Bathurst.
Sebastian just jumps Addy. So, Robin, just a quick one from me, mate, and all our viewers.
Bailey's got the job done.
Just dives Mackenzie. Is this a permanent jump, mate, or will you be joining me back in Combox next week?
Germany is one of the most easiest track to try non-assist, so there was just a tryout, and I will see when I will.
Oh no, they're going to go 3 wide at the hairpin. On Bailey, Mackenzie's actually tagged Bailey, which to me was a bid for him to stay in the ability to keep engine from going around the outside of him. So this is getting a bit interesting. So what do you think on this one, Robin? So you look at these 3 battling up the front, and then John 7 seconds back. That's got to be a kick in the teeth for John.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual. Mostly he's in 5 and Bailey. Does he not have to face today, or?
I think it's no stranger that it's not his favourite circuit. So, and I don't really understand that, because it's like it's so fast and flowing. It doesn't. It's just hard for me to understand how it could be so bad for him. Now, Bailey might be a little safe here at the moment. He's managed to pull out just enough of a gap where the DRS doesn't take its full effect. Although Mackenzie's actually managed to rope that back in,
well,
so
it's gonna take an absolute dive bomb from 4 tenths back.
Bailey's going defensive. Mackenzie will go around the outside. Here comes engine. There's contact.
This
engine.
Is great racing, ladies and gentlemen. Engine on the inside.
Oh, engine just can't get the. you'd think
Just
with 10
can't
lap,
get that power down at the
yeah, you'd
moment.
think with 6 lap fresher tyres than McKenzie, you'd think he'd be able to get on the power so much easier. But he's probably just a little wary that if he thinks that he
Josh
gets it
and
wrong.
Luke are still battling here at the hairpin too, guys. Just to bring you up on that fight, I think this is position change has changed every lap at the hairpin.
Well,
so
okay, well look at this. Look at this for an interesting fact. So if you take Bailey out of the persuasion and then get Engine in front of McKenzie, it's McLaren, Toro Rosso, Red Bull in the listing.
It is too, yep. So what we're saying here, Sebastian, if you're watching the stream or you watch it later, pick your pace up, mate, so we can make it Renault, McLaren, Toro Rosso.
And I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to try this to the best of my ability, Seb's response to that would, well, I know what his initial response to that would be. I'm not going to say it on TV.
Yeah, but we can't say that on...
But my thought response as Mackenzie keeps battling this is, I'm sorry, which category are you in?
Yeah,
that sort of gimmick.
Like that.
But with a... He's actually done it!
He's got the job done. That is a very good job. And yet again, another lap, another hairpin, and Luke jumps Josh.
Yeah, so as long as these guys are within DRS of each other, they're not going to be able to break away from one another. It's going to need to take a mistake for this battle to resolve.
So could Engine...
Also take from wing damage with his battling teammate.
Ah, is he?
He has too. He's missing the front left end plate.
Only just,
Is he?
So
you sure that's... Oh, it is too. I was looking at the wrong car.
Josh.
So will Josh pit? No, he's going to hang it, tough it out.
Well, you've only got 5 laps to go, and I don't think he's with any danger of getting passed by Leaf.
Oh, so now here we go, Bailey again.
Now on the outside. This is great racing, ladies and gentlemen. Engine just sitting back.
Engine just doesn't have the straight line speed to actually make anything of this.
Maybe he's running more wing to get better out of Sector 3.
In saying that though, Engine's got a lot of ERS. He's saving a lot of... He must be planning himself. Because he's able to sit behind the guys and just use DRS to stay within tune of him. Actually, in saying that, Engine's running a different number as well. He's running the number 9, which usually he runs at 22. Wide, yeah, that's a mistake.
Touches the grass a bit.
Not what problem did that. Engine usually runs at 22, which is conflict to Bailey. And then saying that, Eddie runs at 22 as well, which is conflict to Bailey, so we'll have to hopefully rectify that by next season. Bailey might end up having the number 1, but...
Well, at this rate he might.
That's a bold prediction. I'm speaking out of line there, but now that is McKenzie vulnerable here to Engine?
Oh, Engine's very late on the brakes.
That's good. That set him up. That set him up brilliantly. Oh, but he went wide coming out of it, so is that compromising? Oh, no, that's not a shot. I don't want that shot. No, here. Here we go.
I'm riding on board here.
Oh, he's going to go. Oh, no, Engine, you should have gone down the inside. He should have gone for the inside, but it's 3 wide.
He just can't get the power down out of that hairpin at the moment. There's only 8/100ths of a second between the top 2.
Oh, but here comes McKenzie again. He's going to try and...
on the inside this time. He's tried it. Oh, he hasn't worked. Engine's right behind him now.
How have these guys not ended up on the fence yet? Oh, McKenzie!
Almost touches that fence. I'm surprised he doesn't put his hand out and start painting it as he goes past. This is great racing here, and John's still yet to catch up. Through
all this, John's only managed to make up 0.3 of a second. That's incredible.
Yeah, that is incredible. So
you would have thought with this battling,
3 seconds on Luke with that front wing damage. But yeah, as Brett was just about to say, you would have thought with all this battling with the top 3 that John could have gained some time, but it hasn't seemed to work that way. Now, McKenzie might be in a little bit of trouble here from Engine because he's a bit too far back to have a go at Bailey this hairpin. So can we see a fight for P2 coming up?
Oh, but McKenzie's driving! Engine's on the inside! Oh, there's contact!
There's all contact! No!
But Engine's giving it back.
But Bailey's got the 3-second time penalty now for that exceeding track limits, so...
He'll appeal that. He will appeal that.
There's got... Oh, he's around the outside. Can he make the job stick? I think he has. Mackenzie's just let him go. Oh, this is great racing, ladies and gentlemen. If real F1 was this close, I reckon everyone would watch it.
Yeah.
We got 3 different manufacturers, yet again.
Yeah, but Bailey's race has been completely destroyed by this. Unless Mackenzie and Engine both get penalties. Now, all of a sudden, I was just supposed to say, all of a sudden, Eddie's now in this battle, but then I just realised he's actually not.
Mackenzie does have...
Oh, well, I can't look actually because I'm...
himself a penalty. Yeah, I'll have a quick look because I think Mackenzie does actually have a penalty.
Yeah, so this could be Engine's race to win.
Yeah, just stay in 3 seconds and he wins.
Yeah, I think basically what... Just looking at the incident, really, I mean, it was kind of a last-minute decision from Engine to pull it out. I think he wasn't too... I think it was more of a knee-jerk reaction because Mackenzie cut him off a little bit. So I think he opted... He was, instead of opting to go to the right, try and go to the outside, I think he thought, nah, stuff it, I'll just hang it in, go up the inside. That did compromise Bailey, so... It's hard to say.
Behind them? Oh, is that Addy that they've just lapped? Yes, it
well,
is.
Engine tried to overtake Mackenzie, but Mackenzie made a move on Bailey, and maybe Engine didn't expect that, so that's why he did that necessary move.
Yeah, I don't think Mackenzie was trying the move on Bailey. I thought, from what I saw, Mackenzie was trying to cover Engine, and Engine didn't realise Bailey was that close, so he's tried to go that little bit later on the brakes. And Bailey's already shut the door, so in a way, yes, a racing incident, and we're all still racing, so you know, not much gain, not much lost out of it, but you know, saying that Bailey wouldn't feel happy with that 3-second penalty for being pushed.
The rear end of Bailey's! Ooh. That's actually allowed Mackenzie the traction. He'll hang it in here, I would say. Oh, is Mackenzie? Yep, Mackenzie's going for the dive.
1 second now. This is going to push him outside of his teammate and drop him down to P4. So Mackenzie's got to get a move on and break the toe of these two. Bailey's gone wide at the Vettel corner. So this is a great helicopter cam here, ladies and gentlemen, coming onto the main straight. And yet again, another track with 3 DRS sections like we saw in, as Bailey gets a bit squirmish out of turn 1. Another track with 3 DRS zones like Austria is putting another track. You can't get out of DRS, you can't get away from anybody.
And there's a scary point too, Eddie's actually coming onto the back of these guys as well. Not that he's in the battle for it.
Outside.
Well, Mackenzie's got nothing to lose now. He needs to basically make this move.
Nah, he needs to get the job done. Engine goes there for a second on my
Well,
screen.
Engine's won this race. That's the thing. Engine has won this race.
Nah, because Engine's got a 3-second penalty as well.
Oh, does he? Okay,
yeah, so between Engine and Bailey, they're both on penalties. They're both on the same penalty.
So John, the scary point beyond this is that John, beyond all this, is still going to get on the podium.
Well, if John could find 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, he could almost take the win. It's the scary part of this.
Engine's gone off on the last.
Engine's gone wide.
So Bailey Ford will take the win.
Oh, it's the last lap. I didn't even realise it was the last lap.
So Bailey wins. Engine second. Mackenzie will cross home third, but John gets him on the line for 4.
Yeah.
So Mackenzie will be absolutely rotten about that.
As John just bumps up the back of Engine.
So we're just waiting for the rest of the field to come through.
From P5, Josh P6 with his broken front wing. That won't be the race that he would have hoped for, but
still good
Great
points.
race nonetheless.
Nearly lost. Well, hang on, wait. Yep. So because I thought Leaf might have got him, but no. Sebastian will be I'm glad that I'm not. I'm glad that I'm going to Bathurst after this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. I think Seb will be the same. He'll just, as soon as he crosses the line, he'll just be getting up, turning the PlayStation off, going to watch Bathurst.
Yeah. And we don't blame him.
Hang on. And saying that, will he keep 8th? Because Tower was right up behind him. Yeah. So he holds on to P8. So still points, but yeah, that wasn't definitely not his race. No, I don't think so. Sorry, Mackenzie, a bit premature on that one. But we'll grab you anyway because bloody hell, that was one. Okay. Oh no, never mind. I thought it said he left. But bloody hell, what a race! You're on the podium.
Yep.
Bloody hell, your pace was horrible, but your consistency kept you in it, and you've managed to get on the podium despite it.
Yeah, that's good. Mackenzie probably deserved it more than I do with it.
I wouldn't go that hard. Mackenzie was corner cutting an awful lot. He did get 9 seconds of penalties, so.
Yeah, but in terms of getting up to the leaders and keeping up with them, racing with somebody in the second turn.
Yeah.
I was just chugging along.
Yeah. No, your qualifying wasn't the best there, John. P6. You got out qualified by your teammate for, I think Brett said, the second time this season. Just talk us through it. It seems to be Hockenheim's one of your worst tracks of the season.
Yeah, it's not a track I enjoy too much, but I don't know. Qualifying was what it was. Felt like an okay-ish lap, not great, but yeah. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't go for the softs and just try to make something work, but I was hoping the pace would hold up better and I could keep up with the leaders. So. Try to make something happen.
The part that was confusing us a lot was that, though, with the 3 battling up the front, you just weren't really pulling in that much of a gap, so I don't know whether you were just kind of pacing yourself or whether you were just trying to make manage of things, but yeah, it looked like at the end of it, we were just watching and then we just thought about the penalty system and thought with Mackenzie's amount of penalties he's not going to actually finish in front of you, so it's an interesting one, but shit me dead, that would have been an interesting race had you been in amongst that.
Oh, a 4-way battle.
Yeah, it would have been more interesting for me.
Well, Addy almost made it a 4-way battle. And he was a lap down, so that was something else. So anyway, we'll drop it there, and we'll go to Mr. Bailey Falcon. So, I mean, that battle, you must have been just absolutely on your seat, edge of your seat, just looking for that extra little bit of speed to get those 2 cars out of your DRS zone. That must have been one hell of a mission.
Yeah, they made it tough for me, that's for sure. The problem with Hockenheim is the track's not long enough to pull that gap, so you just got sector 3 and that's it, and that's where I usually save my ERS and fuel and all that, so by the time it came around to the DRS zones, Mackenzie was still only about, I think I got about 7 tenths coming out of the final corner, then the 2 DRS straights before the main DRS straight arm. Yeah, helped him pull in about 2 tenths to get to 4-5 tenths, and then that was enough for him to keep challenging me every lap. So, man.
And then the little moment there with Engine giving you a little tap which puts you offline and gave you a 3-second time penalty. It just looked like Mackenzie was looking to try and cover him, and he didn't see it and just drove a little bit off the brakes. And so what do you take on that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened. I was looking forwards. Basically, I looked back until about the 150 meter board, then I started looking forwards again, and No, I had no idea who hit me. I went wide and yeah, got the penalty. I would have tried to get it removed if it affected the race result because I didn't get any more warnings other than that. So no, not too sure what happened there, but for the most part, it was a pretty good battle.
And Mackenzie with his wild action moves, like that move around the outside of the stadium section, that one must have caught you a bit unawares.
Oh, I swear to God, if he was any closer to me, he was getting spun like, mate, I could not give any more room than I did. I mounted that entire curve on the inside there, but no, it was a nice move from him, and yeah, it was good battle.
And just one last question too, because we were watching it pretty much the whole battle. We noticed a lot of times Mackenzie getting so very gingerly close to giving the outside wall a smack coming into that really fast sweeper just after that sequence of corners. Were you kind of relying on that in the way that you were deliberately trying to edge him into that wall based on the fact that he would have been using you as a reference?
Mate, I had no idea if he was doing that or not. I just use as much of the track I can use there to try and gain the most time on the exit there. So
on the entrance.
Yeah. So
well, it's a great result, and it extends your championship points lead as well. So, Mackenzie, have we got you?
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
Okay, so let's see your perspective.
You are the dirtiest driver of Transnation F1.
Oh, come on.
It was certainly an interesting race from the most part. Your moves definitely earned a lot of attention from a lot of people on that basis. Definitely some really good overtakes here and there. But yeah, we just need to talk about that particular corner because, like Mark pointed out at one point, you was pretty much close to the point you could have just stuck your hand out and gave the wall a high five.
Oh, was that what, turn 12, the fast right-hander? Oh yeah, no, it was basically the same as Bailey. Yeah, just use as much track as possible. Yeah, and look, I wasn't too worried on hitting the fence, or maybe once out of the 34 laps I was worried about hitting the fence, but yeah, it was just using as much track as possible to stick with Bailey, and it was a really good race. It was unfortunate the amount of penalties I did have. Yeah, most of it was from turn 1, the red, just some laps here, in the start of the hard stint, the red just wouldn't stick. So yeah, I'd slide out, lose the rear, and then overcorrect and have to extend it to keep on track. But yeah, no, congrats to the podium. It was a really good race here, and my start really helped my race out, making sure I was able to get ahead of Barters and Brad, and then yeah, just stick with them. And undercut didn't work as much as I did, but as much as I wanted it to. But it kept me in the fight, and me battling, and us three battling enough got John the podium, so that keeps him close in the championship. But yeah, we'll move on to Hungary, knowing that the pace is slowly coming back, and Hungary's probably one of my more favourite tracks. So yeah, on to the next one.
So just reading a few comments there. Some interesting little debriefs going on here and there. Yeah, so basically that did kind of put me in, it was a very interesting race, and I've kind of hijacked the commentary actually a little bit, Mark, so I apologise for that.
That's
I did have to take over the stream midway, so...
Yeah, I was just going to say, I want to put a shout out to those top three. For 20 odd laps they were nose to tail. It was all clean until that one little bit of an incident. You know, there was a bit of you know,
I'd call it confusion.
Yeah, it was just you know, great racing to watch. It was very exciting to commentate, and I'm so glad that you allow me to do it week in, week out, and you guys have such clean racing.
And I'd like to personally think, I don't know how well this will go down in the broadcasting standard, but personally, round of applause to Robin. Brilliant drive today. Yeah, it didn't come the way that it should have, but hands off, driver of the day today. I reckon Robin Greft.
Good effort.
Yeah.
Good effort.
So from there, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave it. Join us next week for the Hungary Grand Prix, where you just heard Mackenzie say that he likes the track, so we'll expect to see some more penalties from Mackenzie Stewart. We'll leave it there.
The irony is not real. The irony isn't lost in that because it's one of my favourite tracks too. So probably expect the same.
And yeah, tune in again next week, ladies and gentlemen, for F1, F2, F3, and F4, and we'll see you all next week.